Next we have from Oculis, Riyad Sharif.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Very happy to be here to present Oculis. So Oculis is, so the first I would like to highlight something which is new, which is our new tagline, which is visionary innovation. And we used to call Oculis rethinking ophthalmology because we have been always challenging the status quo. And our first asset is OCS-01, which is an eye drop for DME. But thanks to a great result with OCS-05 or Privosegtor in an indication which is very difficult, which is acute optic neuritis, where we have been able to show improvement in function, structure, and biomarkers. This asset, Privosegtor, allows us actually to go to a new field, which is neuro-ophthalmology. So we adapted our tagline from rethinking ophthalmology to visionary innovation. Let me now share with you our portfolio, and I will be focusing on OCS-05 or Privosegtor. So in retina field and neuro-ophtha, so Oculis is a global company listed in NASDAQ public with innovative neuro-ophtha and retina product. Privosegtor is a first-in-class neuroprotective drug. I know that neuroprotection has been a buzzword for 50 years, but for the first time ever, we have something which truly works in neuro-ophtha, in neuroprotection, and protects retinal ganglion cells from dying, which means that it improves function in a very meaningful manner. I will show you the data. The second asset is OCS-01, is an eye drop, which is in a phase 3. We finalized the randomization, and we expect readout in Q2 next year. Rapidly about OCS-01. OCS-01 has been tested multiple times, 4 times, consistently showing improvement in a statistical model, statistically in vision, BCVA, and CMT. The last study was, I would say, positive and solidly positive in terms of statistics, improving letters by 7.6 letters improvement at week 6, with more than 25% of patients with more than 15 letters improvement at week 12. This allowed us to move to a phase 3, where we are in 2 programs, Diamond-1 and Diamond-2, in 119 centers, more than 800 patients. And as I shared with you, we expect result in Q2 next year. What this product is addressing is really addressing first line, where we are treating too late, which are diagnosed patients who are not treated, and really the other segment which is inadequately controlled, which are DME, which are inadequately controlled because not responding appropriately to anti-VEGF and potentially needing something else to be switched to, or an add-on, a combination. So the patient pool we are targeting is in fact bigger than the current market. Let me now go to Privosegtor. So Privosegtor is a new molecular entity, is a peptoid which works on a protein which is generated in the neuron, which is called SJK2. It's an activator, so it activates SJK2, which activates FOXO3, which promotes survival of the neuron. We are targeting as a first indication acute optic neuritis. As you know, acute optic neuritis is an acute inflammation of the optic nerve. 2/3 of the cases are multiple sclerosis cases as a relapse of MS. And what happens, we have an injury in the axon, and then the soma suffers and dies. The study was an acute treatment addressing acute event, 5 days of treatment in an IV infusion, with comparing Privosegtor plus steroid versus placebo plus steroid. The endpoint, let me start with the efficacy endpoint. So the first endpoint is GCIPL layer, which is the layer which informs us about the retinal ganglion cell death. And here we can see in a very meaningful manner that patients receiving Privosegtor are being able to preserve their retinal ganglion cells. This is on RNFL, which is an indicator, is a biomarker for axons, where the product is protecting axons. And the third biomarker which was used, which is in fact a regulatory endpoint, which is an endpoint used in ALS, which are neurofilament. And the product has been able, so neurofilament is a surrogate of axonal damage. So if you have more, it means your axons are being damaged. So here the product is showing that it's being able to protect retinal ganglion cells and axons from damage.
Can we try to summarize?
Yes,
Thank
this is the summary. The summary is all the biomarkers are positive, but the most important is the function is being improved. Let me go to the end. This is the next phase 3. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.